but even the Fizz
What I like
could not
that
get us
reassures me, I have to say, about kind of airplane travel. You know, in these kind of troubled times, it's nice to know that even someone like Bucks Fizz couldn't get, smuggle someone through.
That's good, because even, the top security man went, hold on, there's 5 in the Fizz, there's 5 tickets, those 2 lads are not going through.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes you more secure about air travel now.
Well, it's lovely if I'm in America, and I see 5-star, trying to get through customs.
With 2 other lads.
Exactly, I think, wait a minute, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, security guy stopped him, it's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
You know there's only 5 and 5-star.
Oh.
It's lovely to know that.
Yeah.
I love the fact, and did you know the Fizz previous? Was this your first run-in with the Fizz?
No, they were doing the Taz, same as they were doing the old Raz, same as us.
Did you recognise the Fizz and go, oh my god, that's the Fizz, let's try and sneak in with them, or did they recognise you? How did it work?
They wouldn't have recognised us.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. I love the audacity of going up to Bucks Fizz and saying, try and smuggle us in. You try and break aviation law for us.
Now, now it's time to make your mind up. We're going to the land of make-believe. I did that and they laughed, they went brilliant. We'll get you through, lads. Yeah. Just stay tight. I was actually on top of Bobby's shoulders in a long coat.
Lovely.
Yeah, but Bill...
But seriously though, I don't understand what their plan was.
Like, they would have gone, through.
It's the Fizz, let them through.
Yeah. Don't bother checking the... It's like, not one even answer, we couldn't even get to Newcastle.
Do you think it was wearing your jumpsuit backwards that sort of gave it away?
Well, no, but see, I didn't have it on then. I was just in civvies. I just had jeans and a t-shirt then. I didn't even have my hair gelled. I was just like cash.
I saw it. I thought it looked all right.
Did you?
Did you?
Well, I mean, for
then you tight jumpsuit.
Cheekbones.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I had some cheekbones. Yeah. That was. If
anyone else saw it, or maybe they taped it, they've got a clip, because I'd love to see it. I missed it.
Well, I'll get you one.
If you have it, put it. I'll tell you what. Why not create a website? And put that clip on there on a constant loop, and then send the address in, and I'll give it out, and people can check it out for themselves.
Yeah, brilliant.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll have to lose weight now.
Yeah.
That film.
Oh, now we come to the feature. We're carrying this over 2002 because it was such a great success.
Everyone's talking about it.
Do you remember I stopped my film reviews because I'm only doing films I like, and I've done all the films I like. That's where other film reviewers fail.
Sure.
Because they review substandard films.
Exactly.
My average is still 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And no one's beaten that. Not Barry Norman, not Jonathan Ross. No one's got an average of 9.5 out of 10 for the films they reviewed. So I'm keeping it there. I don't want to drop my standards. However, that film sounds good. This is where I pick a classic track from a film that I might not have seen, right? But I like the song, I might go and see the film. This is, Almost Famous.
The film was Almost Famous.
I haven't seen it, right? But a song, now don't panic, listen without prejudice, this is Elton John, but it's when he was good, okay? When he was a bright, funky, young, Brit glam star. Wonderful song, wonderful tune, wonderful lyrics. It's Tiny Dancer. Love Burns, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club there, Steve. What's about it?
That's it, isn't it?
We've had some laughs, haven't we?
We've learned as well, we've been educated as ever.
Yeah, pastilles, all that.
We've got baguette information.
We've had features such as, that film sounds good.
Exactly.
Song
that I like.
Song for the lovers. Song for the ladies.
Song for the ladies coming up very shortly. Rick, I was lucky enough this week to go to a exclusive press preview of Britney Spears' forthcoming movie, Crisscross, or Crossroads. Crossroads, I think it's called.
Yeah.
It's not related to the popular TV show.
Right.
Rick, I'm assuming you'd love me to do a little review of it now. I can't, because it's embargoed until March. I can only talk about it in March. Otherwise the press people will go crazy.
No, I wouldn't want you to.
Well, no, I imagine you want to know all about Crossroads.
Not really.
Because I cannot tell you anything.
Well, don't then, I mean, just...
Well, you can ask me questions, you can pump me for information, I cannot tell you anything about it until March.
I would pump you for no reason ever.
No, but Rick,
certainly not for information.
Carl, doesn't matter what you ask me about Britney Spears' Crossroads, I cannot tell you anything about it.
Alright.
Okay?
Okay.
But seriously, if you want to know the plot or what I think of it, I cannot discuss it. Okay? And if the listeners want to email in questions, they can. I cannot reply until March. So hang on for that. I've seen the film already. I've already seen the film myself in advance of everyone else. I can't tell anyone about it.
Right.
Until March. That's the kind of exclusive.
I'll tell you what though, maybe I'll review it in March.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because you haven't seen it and I have.
Yeah.
If you want to ask me a question now about it.
Well, that's you in March.
Yeah,
Not
but if
very
you wanted
bothered.
to know now, you couldn't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Right, song for the lovers.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Anyway,
sorry.
song for the ladies this week. I was lucky enough to get given as a Christmas gift the Rolling Stones complete singles collection.
Good present. Good
Well,
present.
it's an absolute joy. And I'd forgotten how brilliant Wild Horses
Oh, great
is
track.
from the Stones, so I thought I'd play that this week for the ladies. Let's leave them with that.
Jagger and Richards at their best.
Beautiful.
Watts is in on it. Well, I know Wattsy. I mean, Wyman was still there those days.
See you next time.
Bye.
Just looking through some of the news stories that Carl did make it into Carl's news roundup.
Yeah.
This one you might be interested in. Headline: Woman says partner ran off to become vampire.
Yeah.
And it says a young mother says her partner has dumped her to become a vampire. Rebecca Roberts from Somerset says Matthew Barrett fell for a blood-worshipping woman in a US cult. The 23-year-old mother says he began shaving all his body hair, dressed in black, and used Rebecca's lipstick to redden his eyes. Rebecca caught him performing weird blood rituals in front of his computer at night, cutting himself to prove commitment. She said, "I thought it was just a hobby." Everyone's got a right to one. I was pleased he'd found an interest.
Brilliant.
This is apparently from The Sun. Apparently he's left, he's gone to America, he's living in this Ohio-based cult. But it's the last bit where she's been asked whether or not, if he came back, would she take him back.
Sure.
And this is where I wonder if the journalist, you know how journalists are supposed to just report the news, be objective.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe the journalist here has maybe had some interference.
Made the quote better for them than go on.
Because it says, I never thought this would take over his life. Now, if he came back, I'd say fangs, but no fangs.
Oh dear!
I can't believe. Imagine you're the woman, Rick.
Okay.
And I've come back.
You're the journalist.
I'm the journalist, and I've gone in
Okay.
and I've said, okay, I read about this.
All I have to do is not say that thing.
You've come. I understand you're obviously quite upset. Your husband's gone
gutted.
off. If he came back, would you take him back?
Definitely not.
Right. What would you say to him if he came
Just
back?
get lost.
Right, but
I'm really pissed off with you.
would you perhaps say something a bit more pithy?
No, in this situation, no.
You're upset?
He cuts himself, he drinks blood, he's left me. No,
sure,
sod
sure.
off. I'm not interested, mate.
Because I tell you what,
Go on.
I mean, I like what you said there, but I wonder if
Yeah.
we could condense that a bit more. If he came back, would you say...
Go away.
Would you say something? Would you ever say something like thanks, but no thanks?
No, because it makes it flippant, because I'm really angry.
I know you're annoyed,
And I'm
but-
upset, so I wouldn't
Sure.
say... I certainly
what-
wouldn't say thanks. I might say no thanks.
But what if you sort of said it like aggressively, like you were giving him the finger? Thanks, but no thanks. Like you didn't really
Well,
mean
sort
it.
of sarcastically.
Sarcastically, would you possibly say?
I might say thanks but no thanks, and that'll be it, and that's
Right.
and I'd leave it there. I'd never change that.
Sure.
I'd never change those words.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Do you like puns?
Hate them.
Right.
I don't like
It's
Countdown.
interesting.
I don't like QI. I don't like any of those past Cambridge, Oxford types. I hate puns.
If you had to say thanks, but no thanks in the form of a pun, what would you maybe say?
I wouldn't. I never would.
Right.
I'd say thanks but no thanks. I would. I mean, I feel embarrassed that I'd even say that because I don't think I would even say thanks but no thanks.
Okay.
But if I did go that far, I'd leave it there.
Sure.
So
Have you ever noticed, as I have, the similarity between the word thanks and fangs?
not really.
It's very similar.
Not
Thanks,
really.
fangs,
FTH. There's a K.
Fangs very much.
G. It's A and S. Well, the A, the N, and the S, but that's about
Would
it.
you agree it sounds marginally similar?
Yeah.
Is
sort
it
of.
possible you might one day say fangs but no fangs?
I wouldn't know.
Right. I could put that though, could I?
But don't say I said it.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Fangs, but no fangs.
Yeah.
Carl is still buzzing about these conjoined twins.
No, it's just
One of them, of course, had to be, because one of them was sort of shorter than the other, and had to be sort of wheeled around on a kind of trolley thing by the other.
This is Molly and Dolly, is it?
No, they're not called, one's called Reba. I forget what the other one's called, Sheena maybe, or something like that. Do you remember, Carl?
no, I wasn't that impressed with the names. It's just
Yeah. So you immediately put them out of your mind. Those are rubbish names. I'm forget Carl, forget they're gone.
Were they British or American?
Yeah, American.
Oh, because I've seen some Americans on Joe
Bizarrely,
Springer.
one of them was apparently a country music star.
This is Molly and Dolly.
Well, they're not called
The one
Molly
that
and
joined at
Dolly.
the Oi. The one that joined.
But they're not. I think you've made up the Molly and
No,
Dolly.
it was on Joey Springer. There's a little one that sits on a seat, and the other one carries it round, her around. And
They're not called Molly and Dolly.
there was something like that.
They're called. Well, we know that one of them's called Reba, and I forget the
And
other
one
one.
was a country and western singer or something.
Yeah, and but she was saying, yeah, I've just made a movie. It's coming out shortly in theatres.
Is your
And the
sister
other
in
one
it?
said- Yeah, and the other one said, oh, I'm not involved. It's utterly bizarre because they live there. They work so hard to live their lives separate.
Yeah, they say it's all. Yeah,
exactly.
of course.
So,
Yeah.
you know, they try not to. So so she's talking about her music career, and the other one's sort of not taking any kind of credit for it, which is nice.
It's weird though, because when she was singing as well, the other one just stands there. She doesn't join in. She doesn't sort of dance.
Offer backing vocals.
Do you know what I mean? Make a group out of it.
A duo.
Yeah, well, but it seems like we're sort of being horrible, but we're not.
No, we're not.
I mean, it's a really bad
We're
thing,
laughing at Carl's amazement at this phenomenon. Sorry, I just got to say we're not, you know, taking the mickey.
The really weird thing about all this, right? And it's annoying because you were saying about, you know, what should have Trisha have asked and all that.
Yeah.
But one of them mentioned that one of them was adopted and the other one wasn't.
Don't talk rubbish.
No, seriously. I didn't understand it, right?
Of course you didn't.
And then Trisha sort of said, well, let's have a chat, and they were like, no, I don't want to go into that.
What do you mean one was adopted?
That's what he said, one of them... don't quiz me on it, but that's what was said.
Hello there, hello there, I'm a multi-millionaire.
Oh, yeah.
I've just seen your orphanage.
Oh,
I'd
yes,
love to
lovely,
adopt one of your children.
You'd like to adopt one?
I'd love to adopt a children. I've got loads from around the world, so I'd love to adopt one. I'd give you $10,000 towards your...
We'll speed it through then, yeah.
Okay.
We've actually got 2 left.
I only need one. I'm only interested in one. Yeah, I don't need any more. Don't need any more.
They're sisters.
I know it would be tragedy to break them up, but I really need one.
Now break up. There's the rub. You see.
Sure. Because you just need the one. There's $10,000 now. You can have that. I'll sign it now. But I don't want to discuss it further.
I'll bring her around.
Brilliant. Okay.
Ding dong.
Hi. Yeah. Brilliant. You brought my kid, right?
Yeah. There she is. There.
That's a joy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just standing next to a bush.
Yeah. Do you want to? Can you bring her out?
No. There's nothing behind the bush. So you just want.
I just want to be able to walk 360 degrees round her.
Do you want her or not?
Yes. I can't believe it. What's that little trolley? She's talented.
Oh dear.
You're talking nonsense, Carl.
Reading the paper,
Yeah, well, I don't normally read the paper, but I was having a glance through the Daily Express. Does anyone read the Express?
Well, you do at the moment, look.
Oh, true.
Live on air.
Yeah.
Read it out, and then about 400 people have now all seen it.
I was obviously attracted by this little news item: gun raid by 3 Saddams. 3 armed men.
Are they up to their old tricks again? Are they?
Yeah. 3 armed men wearing Saddam Hussein masks were on the run last night after robbing a corner shop. The raiders threatened the worker with a handgun and knife, ordering him to open the till, blah, 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 get money out. And it says that they also tried to rob an earlier shop earlier in the day. Police said, we are linking the raids because the descriptions of the offenders are very similar.
What did the first one not quite get right?
Yeah.
Well, they looked very similar. I think it was Gaddafi, 3 Gaddafis.
Right, because that's weird, because you had 3 Saddam Husseins down the
Oh, so that's what I meant.
Is it the same guys? Because
I assume so. I wouldn't have thought.
I don't want to, get
it's
the
almost
Gaddafi guys on the Saddam Hussein charge.
I'm almost sure it'd be the same way. I didn't know. One's got a moustache, haven't they? One like they've all got a moustache. I don't know. But I mean, there was 3 blokes with masks, Middle Eastern appearance. I don't know. But I mean, I imagine it's the same.
Because I've only ever seen robberies being planned in films.
Sure.
So I don't know how it works. I assume that...
So you say. Yeah.
But I assume at some point someone's got to get together. One of them, the ringleader's got to get together and go, okay, well, we need to wear masks. Obviously, this goes our paces.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of going with the regular stockings.
No. I'll tell you it would be funny.
Well, I don't want to be funny.
Well,
We want to strike fear into the hearts of people.
Yeah, but I mean, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We get the robber and we have a laugh with it. Fear? Did you say you want to strike fear? Well, wear a mask of someone who's really scary. Who's the scariest bloke in the world?
Well, I don't know. Saddam Hussein.
I've got 3 of them.
Well, why?
I've got 3 of them. Let's all wear Saddam Hussein. It'd be a laugh.
Well, it's not. I don't want it to be a laugh.
No, but it don't hurt if we're having a laugh, and that's what I want to make money and have a laugh.
I'm only in the money. I'm only here for the money.
But
I'm not important.
Well, no, it's
we are on a strike fear.
We could also make a political point.
I don't want to make a political point.
No, you just want the money.
I'm a thug. I'm not. We
could have a laugh, and we can make a political point.
Why not? What political point?
Maybe we're sort of stealing from the rich.
We're not like Robin Hood.
Well, never mind Robin Hood. Let's rob Barclays.
Why are you making jokes?
Well, I mean, don't worry. I'm going to do my stuff.
You're a comedian. I'm not
well, let's just wear the masks. Let's wear the masks. How did it happen? Did they go and buy them? Separately, look, spread out. Look, you go to the joke shop in Covent Garden. Yeah. I'll go to the one in Southampton Row.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
See, because it's so often the case that they're using masks. It used to be Reagan, Thatcher. They're always... if I was the guy selling those, when 3 guys came in, 3 shifty-looking blokes to buy 3 identical masks...
Yeah, in stockings.
In stockings.
Just so they don't know who we are.
Sorry, can I just check? You're not going to rob...
Definitely not.
With these masks.
But just think of the police looking at those robbers. Every time they go past one of those awful sort of gift shops, they think that, oh no, it's just in the window there with with Michael Jackson and Shirley Bassey.
Yeah, George Bush.
Oh, Paolo, can I ask you something? I know you love knobs and that, and you hate tits.
Yeah.
What about Shirley Bassey's tits?
Well, I'm a fan of them because I'm a fan of Shirley, but I don't like not sexy.
Yeah, you're pretty bent. You are pretty bent. Come in.
Thanks very much.
Brittany's on in 7 hours.
Excellent.
Yeah, what are you doing out at this time?
No, I just came out to get some milk.
Yeah, some cock in the toilet. That's a nice song about dead people.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I just wondering, Rick, what your opinions are, what your thoughts are on Britney Spears.
Liked a couple. Bit bored. I think she's panicking a little bit. I think she's a little bit desperate with all this Madonna stuff.
Yeah, all the kind of lesbian stuff.
I don't know. Yeah, she's alright. I've got nothing against the girl.
Well, I think it was in Hot Tickets magazine. Sure. It's free with the Evening Standard.
Yeah.
I might get some free Evening Standards now. I've plugged that.
Yeah.
I was just reading in there that, I don't know if it's still going to happen, but apparently she was going to do a little cheeky appearance at GAY.
GAY?
In London. And obviously I was quite excited because I'm a Spears fan.
Sorry, do you know what that spells, don't you?
GAY?
Yeah.
Gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it is a gay club.
Oh, sure.
This is what I was ascertaining from the article.
Oh, because they've just said they've called it what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was apparently she was going to be previewing some of her new album live on stage at GA1. And that's an intimate venue. Normally you'd have to see someone like Spears, probably at Wembley Arena, someone like that. I'm thinking I'm a Spears fan. You know, get a couple of the gang together.
Yeah.
You know,
for the lads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cruise down there.
Yeah.
But then I read on in the article that apparently the doorman at GAY were only going to let in regulars. And the way they were going to ascertain if you were a regular was by asking a series of questions at the door.
What, testing if you're really...
Yeah, now, I don't know if the questions would be about the interior of GAY.
Or the interior of someone else.
Yeah. Or just general kind of...
Like, what do you reckon you'd have passed the...
Well, that's what
so you'd have had to pretend to be...
GAY
to get in to see Spears. Now
Did you say gay on the radio?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Now, that's irony, isn't it? So you're pretending to be gay to get into a club to see a bird that you like.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little quick test.
Right.
Shall I? Alright. Sorry, what's your name, mate?
Paolo.
Alright, Paolo.
Yeah.
You haven't done a lot with your hair, you just sort of let it grow out. I mean, would you be putting product on a bit later? Because, I mean, you don't look very... sort of like... You look sort of quite
masculine, quite...
Yeah, well, sort of like you didn't care, like you have no care about how you look, like you're a...
normally it would be shaved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We would say normally that looks about, like, 3 months growth there. Why haven't you...
I've been ill.
Nothing serious?
Nothing serious.
Okay.
No, that's why I let it grow. So it's grown.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what time would you normally be going out then?
Normally I'd go out about I'd go out about 8ish.
8 o'clock in the evening you've got?
No.
That sounds a bit early, that's what...
No, I'd go out about 3 in the morning normally.
Right, so I was like, yeah, okay, right, so that's right, yeah. Where'd you go, down sort of...
Down
Compton Street for a coffee and then on to GAY with your little shaved head. Yeah. Okay, well, you're doing fine.
Gay.
Sounding pretty good. Can I just ask you one final question?
20 bender points?
20 bender points, so I'm just going to let you in.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell the guys to let you in. But I've got one more question. Yeah. Do you prefer knobs or tits, Paolo?
Knobs.
Knobs, you love knobs, do you? Can't get enough knobs. So you hate tits, I assume?
Loathe them.
You hate tits, do you?
Yes.
Okay. What, even Liza Minnelli's?
I don't know what to say. I love hers.
But not in a straight way.
Straight way.
So okay. So you love knobs more than tits, right? Okay.
I love knobs.
In you go.
Thanks very much.
You know Britney's on there.
Oh, she is so sexy.
Oh.
See, that's what would give me away. You'd be like, great escape.
It's just the last.
Yeah.
You just. Well, you're. I mean, I think you're probably a bit bi.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
but I mean, go in anyway.
Thanks very much.
Okay, the drinks are quite expensive.
Oh, I thought so.
Pop your shirt off, will you? Long distance on XFM 104.9. On the way in, right, you know those little cars? They look like a little bubble car. They're modern ones. They look like half a car.
Is that like a smart car? Is that
they look like they just look like a toy car, and you can park them sideways.
Is there only room for 2 people?
Yeah. It's just like the half of the front of a Volkswagen just cut in half, right? And I saw one going on Oxford Street, and it's a police car, a real police car, right?
Yeah. And, I mean, I thought, well, what happens if they have to trace someone? They couldn't, but I don't think that's the point. Because it was written on the side, it said something like, cleaner, something more efficient. So I think they're making the point that we're cruising round in this car like we're on the beat and it's using less energy and stuff.
Yeah.
But the first thing I thought of, right, was that those two policemen, they must have been going, oh, Dust Sarge, don't let us have that one. Can't we have the Granada?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's so embarrassing.
I
So
know,
embarrassing.
you know, police, they're doing,
But you've got to respect them.
Yeah, of course,
Street
yeah.
toughs have got to respect them.
exactly, I just don't know if you have to...
Well, the only thing more
What if
embarrassing...
you're really tall and you have to climb out of one and you're a copper? Are there any policemen out there who have been asked to drive one of these cars? If you're listening, do you think police listen to this?
The only thing that would be more embarrassing is if you had to patrol on one of those bikes the goodies used to ride. That's the only thing I think that would be more pathetic.
A pogo stick?
Yeah, it's so embarrassing. Or on roller skates.
Yeah.
But not like roller blades. Roller skates, those really old roller skates.
Have you seen
that you tie on your socks?
Yeah, have you seen those little bikes that look like clown bikes that the couriers use now? They're about a foot high. They're little
I saw one the
motorised...
other day on it. My head turned, yeah. They're really bizarre.
Just think
they're the ones
that-
that they fold up.
Yeah, but think of policemen chasing you on that.
Well, I always remember that even in America when I started seeing policemen riding bikes, it didn't seem to me, it seemed...
Oh, they're quite cool. They're the ones that go through Central Park on the mountain bikes.
don't know,
Yeah, but
something about
that's
it-
really cool, isn't it? They
It looks like they should be delivering
whiz along at
newspapers.
about 30 miles an hour and they can just deliver
Do you know what I mean? Because like on motorbikes, on a Harley Davidson or whatever, I'm not messing with a cop. Chips, now that's cool,
Yeah,
coppers.
yeah.
But people in a smart car or, it is a bit
But I
embarrassing.
suppose it is that, or it's better than walking. You see,
Next
it's
we'll
like-
see the windows. If you really want to be kind of worried about the environment, you know those little taxis you see that people pedal? They pedal around Soho.
Yeah, and when it's a riot squad, there's four in the back.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
But that's the thing, right? If they need to arrest someone,
Yeah, here we go. Go on.
no, well, what do they do? Because they do only say two, so do they have to flag a cab down or something for the criminal?
We'll give you the
What do you do?
money, get a receipt, and take
You
it back.
definitely will go there.
Yeah.
You definitely will, because we've been caught this way before.
Exactly.
The last bloke, he just ran off. No, I won't run off. I won't. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Policeman, I'll take your car. Then okay, go on then. Yeah, you definitely bring it back, though. I will. Well, isn't there something in America where when they arrest someone in America, they don't take them back to the station and fill out all the forms. They just take them back to the station, and then they go and fill the forms out in a cafe or something, so they're still looking out. Yeah, Carl told me that.
They're what? So they're still on patrol, is it?
Yeah, so they said they're doing all their paperwork, but they're in the, a cafe window and they're looking out.
Do you know, like how they say in this country, so much police time's wasted by having to go back to the office and filling out loads of forms?
That sounds like some policeman going, I could get a lot more work done if I was in a Starbucks.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of criminals in the pub, and if I would, and I'll get to keep the receipts.
Yeah, I mean, what's safest is if I didn't wear my uniform and probably got drunk with some mates.
Or a lot happens in, looking out my bedroom window. So if I was just like snoozing, I was snoozing, and when I heard a noise, I just popped, look out, oi, come here.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of crime in Marbella over the next 2 weeks. Pay me
So
to
if there's a
show
policeman
that.
listening who has to drive one of those cars, were you annoyed when your sergeant
It is the
went,
most embarrassing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
But let's not forget why we give gifts.
Well, yeah, just to cheer people up and that.
Yeah. No, it's because the wise men gave
okay.
gifts to the baby Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why.
What would you have got the baby Jesus? I'd have probably got him tokens. And let him decide, because it's very, you know what I mean, you don't want to get anything, and then he doesn't like it, wants to take it back.
Well, I'll tell you, in a recent poll Waterstones did, the favourite gift for children was Flanimals. Still available.
That's so outrageous. That's so disgraceful. It's Christmas Eve.
What would you have got in then?
Probably extras on DVD. I don't make any money from Flanimals.
Yeah.
I like the fact that one of the wise men turned up with gold, and the other two, frankincense and myrrh, which, as I understand it, is it's like incense or something, incense or perfume.
I don't know.
I believe that's what it is. But I just love the idea that one of them, they've all got together, they've gone, okay, now guys, we're not going to spend more than 50 quid each this year. All right,
Definitely not.
Definitely not. So what have we all got? Before we go in and see him, what have you all got?
I spent a bit more than 50.
What are you talking about, man? We just said we weren't spending. We were just going to whip
Just
it cheap, like a token.
No, I got him some gold.
Can't believe it. What?
I'm trying to make an impression as the son of God.
I didn't know. We only got I got frankincense.
And what did the other get?
He got myrrh, and I don't even know what that is, and I'm a wise man. He didn't go, surely one of them must have been furious.
Is myrrh still popular? Gold's still very popular.
I hope so, this is what my grand's getting this year.
Really?
Yeah, lovely.
Right, that's why we give gifts.
Do you know how he got them gifts? Right, little baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Were they for Christmas or his birthday?
I assume that these forms of protest have never made any dent in anything in the world. Because I remember when there were all these protests against the war a couple of months back, and there was one guy, so there was a huge march in London, as you know, and they did these all around the world, didn't they? But there was hundreds, thousands of people in London. There was one guy, he was riding around on a 3-wheeled bike, wearing a jester's hat, blowing a horn. That was his form of protest against the war.
Was it like, what sort of horn was it?
It was one of those sort of hunting horns.
Well, he was showing him. He was saying, "This is what I believe."
Yeah.
And if that doesn't change people's opinions, I don't know what will.
I like the idea of Bush, just about to invade Iraq, and just the news comes through from his chief of staff.
And
George.
What is it?
No, listen, no, seriously, we've got some information coming in from London. Go on. I know you're thinking of invading Iraq.
Definitely,
but,
yeah, why?
Well, let's just think about it, because there's a guy riding around on a 3-wheeled bike.
Oh.
He's not got the regular 2, he's gone for 3 wheels. So...
Okay, well listen, what's he wearing?
I don't want to tell you what he's wearing, he's just...
What's he wearing on his head?
He's wearing... He's wearing a jester's hat.
Okay, no, well, calm down. It's not that bad. It's not going to change my opinion about...
He's blowing a horn.
Okay, get the troops out. Get the troops out now.
But anyway, there's a Serbian man, who has invented a sex machine for women, and he's appealing to Western women to test his device. He's from a town in, as I say, in Serbia. I guess Serbia? I guess that's right. Is that right?
Well, I don't know. What does it say?
Well, it says a Serbian man. Is it called Serbia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was all the Croatia-Serbia thing?
Well, it doesn't matter now, does it?
Okay. It doesn't matter now. It does to them. Otherwise they fought for nothing. What the hell do we know about world events? I mean, how long did that go on for? Months, wasn't it?
If they're inventing new countries, they can't expect me to keep up with current trends, can we?
Anyway, this Serbian man has invented a sex machine for women, and he can't find any Serbian women to try it out, so he's looking now for Western women. He's taken out a patent on the ultimate sex machine. It runs on a 390-volt electric engine, simulates sex, and has a 7.5-inch artificial penis. He said, "My sex machine has an artificial penis that can make up to 180 moves in a minute." Now, I don't even know what that means. 180 moves? What? I mean, there's only really...
Well, in and out, I imagine.
It's largely the function. Unless I've been doing it
what he's
done.
What he's done is he's put a dildo on a Black & Decker.
A man can only manage the intensity of movement for about 5 seconds normally, but this machine can do it for as long as the woman wants. But anyway, so he's looking for a woman who will test this out. But what I love, as soon as I read this, I was thinking, just imagining there going, "Oh, thanks for coming in. Yeah, okay. So there's what's going to happen is there's a penis that's going to pop out from here, and it's going to have sex with you. I'm going to stand behind the machine." I've got to stand behind here, there's a lot of dials and stuff, I don't want to bore you with.
Well, why do you have to stand behind it?
I can't, it's technical stuff, but I've got to be behind the machine.
But there's no penis on the robot at the moment, it's just a hole.
No, don't worry. What happened is, I'll switch the machine on, I'll go behind, and then a penis will appear.
Will it be like a metal-looking penis?
It will be a robotic penis, but it will seem like it's a regular fleshy human penis.
So you're gonna so you're gonna go behind this robot,
go behind the machine,
disappear,
yep.
And then a fleshy-looking penis is
will appear
through the hole
when I switch the machine on.
Okay, and that'll be the real robotic penis.
But you won't see me for the duration of your sexual.
So you've made this sort of like robotic penis look really realistic.
It's really realistic. You will not be able to tell the difference between, say, the robot one and mine, for instance.
Okay, well, I don't want to see yours.
No, there's absolutely not.
Because I've not come around here to have sex with a person.
I know, you've come around to test the machine.
Yeah,
and that is exactly what you're going to get. A lot of use of mechanical action. But what is the idea that on the front maybe he's painted a picture of a robot's face.
Yeah.
And then when the machine begins, rather like in one of those horror houses, like a kind of mansion in a spooky film, the eyes of the painting, they'll move. And the real eyes will appear, just staring out. Well, I don't think I can have sex with this machine unless you're actually in the room, just in case anything goes wrong. No. Don't worry, I'll be behind the machine, it'll all be fine. It'll be safe, not a problem. Something to do in the evening.
Something to do, innit?
When the telly's broke.
But for years, like they've found stuff, haven't they? Machines from like Roman times, that to that setup.
No machines in Roman times.
Like that, though. The old sort of knob on a stick machine thing.
The old Roman knob on a stick. I'm sorry, but I watch Time Team every week, and Tony Robinson has never done that. An old knob on a stick machine.
I just think of Julius Caesar sitting down and go, okay, aqueduct, we love that. Thanks for that. Straight roads, good idea. We can see the enemy coming. What have you got there?
Well, I'm glad you've asked.
Ploncticus. What have we got there? Wanklicus.
What I've got here is a yieldy knob, and I've put that on the end of a stick.
Oh, Stickus phallus. Okay, well done, Wanklicus.
No.
Well done. You are my new right-hand man, as they say.
No,
excellent.
But they do stuff like that. You've been in the London Museum and that, and they've got sort of sex stuff from years ago. They've got like these metal pants that they used to wear.
What do you know what that is?
Metal pants.
Yeah, sort of.
Is that a chastity belt? You mean? They used to make women wear them so that they could.
They had them for blokes as well, though.
Metal pants for blokes. Why?
So he had little lots. So if he was away, he couldn't play away from home, and if he was away, she popped on a little.
No, I just think they sort of like sexy metal pants.
I don't know what you mean.
What are you
sexy
talking
metal
about?
pants.
Well, we'll have to look because I haven't got it in front of me. It's just something I remember seeing, some sort of sexy metal pants that I used to wear.
But what are you saying? Sexy metal pants.
That was not British Museum. That was Soho.
No, what I mean
That was on Compton Street. You were looking
they
at the shop
always had to
window.
be ready for like battle and that, but these were a little bit sexy but protective at the same time. I'll have to look at it.
That's all you remember from the British Museum.
So Lancelot, are you ready to face the Black Knight? Yeah. What do you think of these? Huh? What do you think of these? Well, I don't really care. Just
I just want to look good on the battlefield.
Well, they're both protective.
Will there be women watching, cheering us on?
Well, you're not going to fight like that, are you? What about your
I'm going to wear nothing except these sexy metal pants.
But what about your chest is exposed?
Well, it's a good chest. I've been working out.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is you want metal all
I've
over.
actually been lifting up the round table every week. I just work out. I do that about 4 times a day.
But that machine, right? Why did it have to be a woman, or could they have got a little gay fella in?
There's quite a lot going on in the freak world.
You've been visiting hospitals the last week, have you, when we were away?
No, there was a thing on the website. This isn't even the one that I've picked, so
this is just a bonus.
this is a bonus freak.
Yeah, go on then.
This is a free freak. It's a fella called the Lobster Man.
The Lobster Man, of course.
Again, good name. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
What are you going to get? Some succulent meat.
I like the idea that the vicar on the christening suggested that. I don't want to call him Mark. Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah. What's his name? Mark Michael Webster. Right. Right.
Have you thought about a nickname?
Not really, no. Have you got
his hands?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that because
It's a little bit like lobsters.
Well, yeah, but it's quite deformed. It's like, we
Can I
can't
suggest Lobster Man?
That's terrible, Vicar. That is terrible, Vicar. Well,
Pidgey.
Go on then. Man, just be careful. Let's have your eye out with that. This is poison. These are really, really mental poison drugs.
You know those people with we see them in the street, they're selling fags, duty free obviously, they're just selling on the street. Have you ever seen these guys? I walk up and then Finchley Road Lock because I'm just near my place. And all these people, they're sort of looking a bit shifty, and then if they think that you're maybe a smoker, they just, fags, and they'll open their jacket, and it literally will be like something from, the 1940s.
They won't go for you though, do they?
No, smoking, stunts and grab. They know you must have never had a fag in your life.
But I might be buying them as a gift or something because I'm quite a generous guy. But it struck me, I was chatting with my friend about, there seems to be there are certain people who are very, maybe they have trouble getting work, or maybe they, they're immigrants who've not landed on their feet and they've had trouble, and so there's a couple of jobs they can do. It seems when there's the fag selling, there's those people I noticed on Oxford Street who bend a piece of wire into the shape of your name. I mean, what kind of a gift is that, really? You know what I mean?
I know.
It's like they're literally giving them out. Or you can have the bending the name. You can be selling those things that you throw at the wall and they sliver down.
At Dover.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm a trained carpenter.
Right. Can you write really small on a piece of rice?
I could
Could you
try.
write those names on a piece of rice?
I could try.
It's quite tricky, but do you think you can
What
do it?
about the rest of your family? Well, that one's only 2, but he could be trained. He's got smaller fingers.
Okay. Do you want to sell some knocked off perfume? How about that?
Again, we'd like to apologise for any inadvertent racism. When I was at university, my best mate was a bloke called Wally, and he was doing psychology, and I was doing philosophy, and we both got into this theory called determinism, which is about the state of the mind. It's a materialistic view that everything is part of the causal web, and everything has a reaction for something that happened before it. And by the way, Carl, do not confuse this with fatalism. Determinism is not predictive. It's just that if a brain state happens again, then anyway. The famous one is the famous one is if a butterfly hadn't shaken its wings, Queen Victoria wouldn't have sneezed. Everything's inextricably linked, right? And we're thinking that, right? And we're thinking, what if you changed one word in like classic songs or one note in Beethoven's symphony? How it just wouldn't work.
Well, I've always thought that come on baby, let me fire. Not as good. That sounds brilliant. Enigmatic, interesting. Not so good. More pedestrian if it was come on baby, light a fire. Just one thing wrong.
That would be great. Just Paul McCartney comes to John and he goes, all right, John, written a song. He goes, well, she was just 17, well, you know what I mean? The way she looked was way beyond compare. I wouldn't dance with another. Go on.
I'll stop you there.
What's the matter?
Something not quite right with that. That song, it's great. Just once more.
Listen, don't be too harsh. I mean, because we write our own songs.
No, sure,
we can still put both our names to it.
Great talent. I think you're a great talent.
Well, listen, you hippie, right?
Well, not yet.
Well, not yet, but I mean, there's a Japanese bird outside looking in.
I'm not interested.
No, well, listen, well...
I'll never change my view.
Right, now listen, right? I wouldn't dance with another... Is it that bit you don't like? Is it the... I just like the...
Is there a different pitch you forgot?
I wouldn't dance with another...
Start again.
You don't like the... Is it the noise?
I'm not sure the girls are going to go crazy for it when we do that bit.
Just think of...
Is there anything else you've got?
I love the idea of just changing one lyric.
Just have pictures of, they won't have NSYNC on them. Will it be like sumo wrestlers?
You know sumo wrestlers? I saw this thing about sumo wrestlers, because they're athletes. They go into this thing because it's a big honour to be a sumo. It's absolutely true, right? Yeah, absolutely true. Yeah. So you'd go along and you'd be 9 stone, and they have doctors there, so you have to eat to get big. Right? And this doctor was interviewed, Japanese doctor, and he's going, it is against, you'd think it's against the Hippocratic Oath, whereas they do it anyway. I do it healthily, so he gives them diets of like 10 pounds of rice, 9 pounds of fish and things like that, and they get but now because it's such an honour, it's almost a spiritual thing to be a great sumo and that. They have apprentices willing to, like when you're an apprentice, say runner or something, you have to make the coffee, or when you're working an apprentice in the studio, you have to clean the floor and stuff. Do you know what apprentice sumo's job is?
An apprentice sumo? Go on.
They wipe the sumo wrestler's arse because they can't reach. They literally can't reach.
Rubbish.
We'll give up the phone.
Who's taking that up as a profession?
I know. Imagine that. I'd love to be a sumo wrestler. It's a great honour, and I'd love to work under you.
Sure.
So what will I do? Start press-ups first?
There'll be some press-ups, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Should I get into the gym now? And
don't before you rush off.
Go on. I'm starving.
Look, I can understand that.
Go on.
Would you mind wiping my arse? Because I've just...
You can't reach?
No. I can't get the arms back there. Can't get down there. So, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of this Oriental food, it doesn't sit well with me. So it goes straight through me, to be honest.
So it's quite messy.
It's quite messy down there. It's quite runny.
Okay.
So be careful.
Okay.
Wear some gloves. If you want to wear gloves, wear gloves.
I don't want to wear gloves.
It's an honor.
This apprenticeship is 2 years, isn't it?
You're not going to take my feces and salad, are you, as souvenirs?
No, I will be mainly getting fat myself.
Sure.
Wiping your ass.
Yeah.
Great honour.
Yeah, no, good. Well,
great honour. If someone could call in and verify that. Look at Carl looking at us like we just said the worst thing ever.
This is episode 2 of the reunion series.
Season 2. Season 2 of this is the official second season.
We love each other so much.
I do actually have seasons mapped out for the show.
Oh, really?
And I haven't shared the my overall architect's dream for what the series will be. Because
what's the show Bible? What's this season where Staff realizes he's a homosexual?
That'll never happen.
This
I
ain't
love
gonna
pussy too much.
No, but I don't want to do any spoilers, but eventually he fucks you. You get fucked by Starro.
Well, then that's gay. Then that's
Well,
No,
no, it's
not.
not gay. You get bit. You get turned out by
I
Stavros.
turn you out. I'm
And
so
then-
straight. It
and
doesn't even
like,
bother me.
Well, what happens is initially I think it's really funny, but then you guys become close in like sort of a prison
and
relationship.
you get jealous.
Well,
of
I
our
just-
closeness
I feel alienated.
And then I fuck you.
because
No.
it becomes our thing that we have.
Nobody,
I think I do
nobody
fuck
fucks
you.
me. I just
No, I actually fuck you.
no. I
and
just
the
quit.
way
The,
this
I
goes
quit the
out.
show, and then I'm replaced by Siri, and then everyone finds out that Siri can do a better job of hosting a podcast.
I like everything you said,
think-
except I do actually end up fucking you. In the show.
Well, I go off in the woods, and then I become like really strong and
Oh, like a
Yeah, but I
Dragon Ball Z
drug
kind
get
of thing.
survival skills and
Yeah.
shit, and then
I drug your moose meat and then I
Well,
fuck
there's-
you while you're sleeping.
no, there's World War. You guys are too big. You guys.
moose meat.
At this point, you
Yeah,
guys are
moose.
you guys are living in West
No.
Hollywood. You're
those
you're in a
penis.
homosexual relationship in West Hollywood.
Oh,
You're
Boys Town.
You're podcasting because I'm gone. The entertainment industry will fuck with you. You know,
right.
Wait, the gay neighborhood in this neighborhood is called Boys Town?
I didn't know that.
That's what someone told me.
I thought the whole thing was a gay neighborhood.
All of
I
California
thought,
is gay.
I thought the neighborhood
Except
of
like
California,
Sacramento.
yeah, or Oregon and Seattle.
You
or
think Bakersfield is gay?
Washington. Yeah, and if there's any people out there in Bakersfield listening right now, you're gay.
Dude, how could Bakersfield be gay when corn comes from there?
Really?
Yeah, K-O backwards R-N.
Yeah. Well, the backwards K stands for it's cool to suck dick. it's cool to suck off.
Nick
your
did a
thing.
good face,
But
guys.
you know what?
Elevated that
Yeah,
joke.
it was a physical bit. But if you think about it, half of the corn lyrics are the noises you make when a dick is hitting the back of your throat. Oh, Kanakahina. It's the ancient dick sucking language. How the fuck? That's how like lazy music got in the late 90s. He's like, yeah, we're just gonna make noise
Yeah,
and wear Adidas shell toes.
but also, that was Limp Bizkit also. That was weird.
Yeah, but Limp Bizkit's, you know what? And I've said this before, and everyone thinks I'm joking, but Limp Bizkit is low-key extremely talented.
What do you mean? Extremely
That's
talented.
so they're
Like on a Michael Jackson level of talent?
they are one of the only rap rock bands that come out of that era
That
that's,
people talk about.
that's still worth listening to.
They are not
What do you mean
worth
still
listening
worth
to.
listening
Every
to?
album. Significant Other,
It's chocolate
Chocolate
starfish, and the hot dog flavored water.
I mean, what a stupid title.
No, I think that's a really smart title,
You
actually.
know what's a stupid title? What's the name of your comedy album stuff?
Big Dick's IR.
That's a stupid title.
the Big Dick IRS.
You know what my comedy album is called?
I missed the late 90s so much. Before the towers came down.
When
Before the
people put
dot-com
effort
bubble
into
burst?
their comedy titles?
No, back when we had Korn and that was the peak of sincerity.
What else was a rap rock band? Does POD count?
yeah,
Christian
well,
rock.
it's Christian
No.
rock.
Yeah, but they rapped and rocked.
Yeah.
Oh, Linkin Park.
Rage Against
Yeah.
the Machine is rap rock.
Rage
yeah.
Against the Machine is the best one of those group
Yeah, well,
bands.
yeah.
Because they had a real message.
Well, no, it's because Morello was like extremely.
Yeah, he was
talented.
awesome.
No.
I mean, Rage Against the Machine was definitely the smartest of all of them.
For sure.
But, like it, I mean, but no, it's like the music sucks.
Dude, when you listen to the lyrics,
That was my favorite band when I was like 11.
yeah.
And then I remember turning 12 and I was like, this is stupid.
Well, when you listen to Rage lyrics, you realize that they're talking about real ass stuff, like
Like the Nina
NAFTA,
and the Pina and the Santa Marina.
the Nina, the penis, and the Santa Maria.
That's what
And
the
the suck off
that's what
Maria.
the Christian or the Catholic sign of the Holy Spirit is. The fucking Nina, the penis,
The penis.
the Santa
Santa Maria.
You make the
Suck
cross
off
on your
Maria.
chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I did. Yeah. So I don't know. I listen to fucking. There was definitely Linkin Park had a
Linkin
big ass
Park
moment
is-
in sixth
Yeah.
grade.
Well, actually,
But
my
what I'm saying is, Limp Bizkit is better than Linkin Park.
you think? Okay.
I mean, I don't. Who cares? They're
I
both
care,
so
dude,
bad.
I care. This is the very small world I live in. This is the little dollhouse
you know my favorite.
of aesthetics.
I
that
think I would
created
probably
myself.
pick Linkin Park over.
Limp
I mean, if I
Bizkit,
had
they're
to,
very
if I
bad.
had to.
I like the Limp Bizkit song, which was like rapping with Method Man,
Do you remember that one? In Together Now?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, shut
that
the
was
fuck up.
that was on Significant Other.
Yeah.
I think so.
I cannot believe you know what was on what Limp Bizkit album. That's insane.
Significant Other is a great album.
What album was
Break Stuff?
It's just one of those
That's
days
Break
when
Stuff.
you don't want
That's
to wake
Significant
up.
Other.
With the
In fact, if I
Break
remember
Stuff.
correctly,
I'll give you
track
Break Stuff.
4.
Really?
I'm-
Let's
I'm-
see.
that might there's a wild.
Dude, you're gonna
guess.
get in
probably
big trouble
right.
for this. You're
I
gonna
know.
get in big trouble
I
for
know.
this, Nick.
I know. I'm
We got
guessing.
this
I'm
wrong.
guessing, but I
You're
feel like
probably
it
right.
was track 4.
What's it called? Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, Break Stuff.
Breaks up. It's all about the he said, she said
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit.
bullshit.
Or maybe Nookie was 4 and Break Stuff was 5.
Well, we'll find out soon enough,
Wow.
my friend. It's all about the fuck my asshole, suck my penis.
Yeah. The music video for Break Stuff is just filled with like everybody from 1998. The Korn guys in that video.
Yeah, they're
Oh
on tour
man, the
together.
fucking art is terrible.
Significant Other.
No, that shit's cool,
the
dude.
flag.
No,
No,
it's
it's
the
like
guy.
a
It's that
bubble
cool.
guy.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
this
it's like
weird
graffiti.
airbrushed graffiti,
Yeah.
not
Yeah, yeah.
exactly anime stolen, but sort of.
Mm.
Ugh.
I remember
It was the fourth one. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, that's the singles. Hold on. Track listing.
Fingers crossed.
Number 4 Break Stuff.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Nookie was number 3.
Yes, dude, I nailed it. I knew it came after me.
N Together Now. It was spelled N.
Yeah.
You know, every single mistake we've made on the show, movies, people that have been in them,
Yeah,
characters.
completely erased. By that fucking half-court swish.
That was Steph Curry pulling up from 40 right there. That was beautiful. That was the thing of
He's not kidding. Is what that means.
congratulations.
He 100% is not
Yeah,
kidding
He's
about
not
Limp
kidding.
Bizkit
He
being
loves
good.
Limp Bizkit still.
Incredible.
Dude. Well, you know what? I've been hanging out with Lewis a lot, and
Yeah. Now, what's your life? I mean,
Lewis sort of dresses like Fred Durst.
I would be surprised if Lewis doesn't like Limp Bizkit.
he definitely likes Limp Bizkit.
I would
He
be very
100% likes Limp Bizkit.
Yeah,
The funniest thing,
that would shock me if
Tallahassee Coats, dude.
Yeah.
he said that when you guys were on.
But yeah,
Which, well, first of all, why the fuck were you fucking
No,
bringing up
because
Tallahassee
he
Coats?
asked who the most famous person from our high schools was. And
Oh.
so
He went to
Stav's like,
Poly.
this probably, you probably, I don't know, but
Okay.
this guy, Ta-Nehisi Coates. And he's like, oh, I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
And then he just
Look
he's
up
like,
Tallahassee Coats.
no. He typed it into Google.
Yeah, he was like, I can't find him. And then he
couldn't find it,
showed
and
us
then he
his
turned
search.
around the laptop, and in the search bar it said Tallahassee Coates.
It was Tallahassee totes. Like
Yeah.
tote bags.
Tallahassee Toads.
That shit is so funny.
Which sounds like a pimp's name. Like
Yeah.
Tallahassee totes.
It's not on the level of Eric getting the NAACP wrong, but it's almost that.
NAACP.
The NAACP.
But so here we are. We're in motherfucking Los Angeles.
Compton, California.
We're in
Guess what?
we're in Jay Leno's
We
garage.
gentrified Brooklyn. We're gentrifying Compton.
LA.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
We'll
starting.
take over every fucking neighborhood.
Yo, can I
With
ask?
podcast.
Can I ask you a
Yeah.
question? I didn't listen to the Dana and Jamel show.
Oh yeah, how dare you try and replace with another fat man and woman, dude?
Oh,
Well, okay, obviously.
No, I made fun of you for telling me to go to Compton.
Oh no, I didn't. For
Is that what you're gonna ask me?
No.
Oh yeah, you came up because we talked about Get Out, and I was like, Adam told me I had to go see it in Compton, and then I was like, imagine Adam in a theater in Compton. Well, hey guys,
The ticket
no, I
teller
have to
robs
see it
him.
with, I had to see it with black people.
No, I'm just bigging back being bull right now. Oh, what's up, fellas?
Oh, this is about to get brazy.
Oh, I'm in Bompton right now. See, get out. No, that's not what I was gonna say. But I mean, obviously, in that pairing, I'm more of the Jamel, the hip hop kind of street
Absolutely.
urban
You're Dana,
flavor.
you're the girl,
yeah.
You're the Dana. You're a bitch. You're a woman.
Right? Dana, bitch.
No.
You're clear. First of all, you and Dana weigh the same amount, probably. Except
Yeah,
she's
but we're
much
talking about
stronger.
spirit, joie de vivre, and Jamel
Dana
and I
goes.
have
Dana
a-
goes rock climbing. She can fuck
you up.
Yeah, she
Dana
can fuck
could
you up.
definitely fuck you up in a fight.
Oh yeah, she's in a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
She's like swole mates with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
They do,
go
like,
rock
active
climbing
things
together. Well,
together.
actually, you know what? She just broke her arm being active.
Oh,
so you
wow.
you might.
So
might
you
have
got a
chance.
shot right now for the next 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Broke her arm, broke her relationship.
Yeah, I look at like on Legion of Skanks where Lewis will fight Mickey Gall. He has like professional fighters on, and then he fights them in the studio. Our thing is going to be we're going to have Adam fight women.
Women with broken arms and fucked up limbs. I could beat a woman with a broken arm. No problem.
You could.
Get her in this room right now.
She gets used. You see, here's what you don't know. She's using the cast to fuck you up. She's using the cast to hit you.
I'm not afraid of that.
We could, dudes. I would love. We should for real have Adam fight a series of women.
Legit, like when I fight, I use Krav Maga, Israeli military combat skills,
really scratching and biting.
which is like scratching, biting,
hissing.
cheating.
There's a lot of hissing,
occupying other people's missiles for 60 years. Yeah, yeah, shooting kids with rocks.
Right.
You know, those kind of
calling
things.
the police.
Yeah. I saw someone had a tweet. Oh, never mind. Someone else's joke, but.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead, dude.
If you think, if you're a woman out there and you think you can beat Adam in a fight, let us know and we will have you fight him. If he loses, he has to give you all his money.
I also want to say to any woman out there that wants to fight me, if you manage not to fuck me by the end of our fight, I'll give you $100. I'm irresistible.
Sounds pretty rapey, dude.
I'm not gonna rape them. They're gonna voluntarily want to have sex with me.
I have to.
After beating
Legally, I have to distance myself from these rapular comments.
Wow, look at Malibu Mullen.
My publicist, Kurt Metzger, told me.
Oh fuck. We're getting really a lot of heat from the POCs and the SJ Dubs.
Well, yeah, we're over here in fucking Compton.
We're in Bompton right now getting brazy.
Yeah.
No. What I was gonna say about it? I got like 40 DMs this week about, yo, let me get some weed, let me get an eighth.
Fucking Jamel just said on the show, he's like, Adam sells weed, and I was like,
Jamel said that?
Yeah, and I was like, you probably shouldn't have said that.
Jamel narked.
Yeah.
He did the least cool thing. Okay.
Yeah. Well, then I was like, oh,
I am Jamel, you're right, but you're
I don't sell weed anymore.
Anymore.
I can come out of the closet
Hear
now.
that, cops?
Oh, yeah.
Adam,
that for 6 months. I got it in right before I turned 30 years old.
I don't murder anymore. I stopped doing that.
No, I did.
There's a comic in Austin. I don't want to say his name because I don't. Just on his behalf, but he claims that he robbed 2 banks like 15 years ago.
That's awesome.
He was like 22.
Statute of limitations jokes.
Well, he was like he was telling people about it.
Yeah.
What? He was like, because he writes too. He was like kind of wants to be a journalist, so. He was telling people about it, and it didn't seem like bullshit because he's not a bullshitter. It was like, it's such a unique thing. He was like, I was like 22. I was like, like at my wit's end. I didn't know what I want to do with my life, and like, I just sort of did this like brash thing and like robbed 2 banks or whatever. And the way he did it was like he said he brought a photo of like his friend who was a girl like tied up in a basement, and he just like handed it to the teller. He wore like different clothes and like a baseball cap or some kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Handed the teller, said, I'm gonna kill this girl, like give me the money, or like I'll let her go in 2 days once I make sure that nobody's.
Wait, he just showed a random picture of a woman to someone?
Yeah. He's like, don't call the cops, or you have to wait 2 days to call, or some kind of, that was his thing that he said.
Huh.
And then he was going around, he was like, saying like, well, I checked and the statute of limitations is 10 years, for bank robbery or whatever, so I'm pretty sure I'm in the clear. And it's like, you're not in the clear. I know you're fucking up whatever you think.
Yeah.
Statute of limitations are like there's no way.
Also, could the bank just sue you for the money back or something?
Yeah, I think how statute of limitations work is they have a limited amount of time to file charges once they like close the case. Right? It's not like
I have no idea.
It's something.
Didn't Doug Stanhope have a bit where he said he could only do it like because enough time had passed? When his mom died?
Yeah, the Sky Mall.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyhow, this guy Eric was going around saying he robbed a bank and then eventually like walked it back because I think he was afraid about the statute of limitations thing.
I saw that movie with Chris Pines where he robs banks.
That movie is great.
Yeah, Hell or High Water.
So fucking good.
We already talked about it.
Oh yeah, I just hadn't seen it at that time.
Oh, you hadn't? No, yeah, that's like
it's really good.
That's probably the best movie ever made.
I really think it should have won the Oscar, dude. Is it as good as Limp Bizkit is to music?
Yeah.
I watched
yeah, that's a great way to just piss people off. Is you pick one thing and you're like, that honestly might be the best, whatever the category.
Yeah.
Because nothing can ever be the best, right? You know.
What is if you had to pick the best movie? I say Titanic.
Of all time?
Yeah.
On paper, it's
Chinatown.
I think it's on paper.
Leprechaun in the
The
Hood.
movie with
Network.
Al
Actually,
Pacino.
on paper, Network's probably the best movie.
Why?
It's like that's the best screenplay.
On
That's great.
paper, the best movie is The Expendables. It's got the most on paper. It's got the most stars.
That's true.
Technically, best movie. If you're gonna add up all those stars, or it would be the movie with Al Pacino and
Robert De Niro when they're old.
When they're old,
Yeah.
and Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is in it?
Yep.
How fucking wasn't that movie supposed to come out like
It was
like
it sat on a shelf
yeah,
for like 3 years. Yeah.
Imagine how shitty a movie has to be to reunite Pacino
What
and
a
De
waste.
Niro.
You know what's sad
What do
on
you
the
mean
shelf?
reunite? They did one scene of one movie together for their entire careers, and then
Yeah.
for some reason they decided to make a complete piece of shit together.
You know what movie was sat on the shelf for 3 years and is honestly one of the best comedies ever made? Clifford.
Oh yeah,
Clifford is
Martin Short.
Yeah. Clifford is such a good
Best.
movie.
Yeah.
But apparently, like,
I haven't seen it in years though.
they couldn't get distribution.
Does it
for
hold up?
What's
I
that?
used to think it was insanely funny,
I rewatched it in the last 5 years, and
and it holds up.
yeah,
I remember thinking that movie was hilarious when I was like 14.
yeah. But Stefan wanted to sit over here. it's so funny. Have you seen your stuff?
haven't seen it.
You know the concept of Martin Short?
Yeah.
Acting like
We
a
have
10-year-old
talked
boy.
about this for
10-year-old
sure.
boy. Well, look, dude, it's a very limited in scope.
I want to know what your life is like in Los Angeles, baby.
Oh, my life. Oh, you
Yeah.
want to transit? It just sucks, dude. This place fucking sucks.
Why the weather's nice?
I hate the nice weather. Yeah, people are like, "Oh, it's snowing in New York," and it's like, "Yeah, I thrive in that shit."
No, dude, it sucked dick.
No, that's me. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I need that. I need it to be fucking like overcast.
I
and
feel
kinda
better
shitty.
just
What's
being
been
here.
going
more
on? What's
productive
been going
than
on? We're talking reunion. Like we're literally, I guess we spent so much time together that we literally didn't see each other like 3 weeks. It felt like years, right?
Yeah.
It's longer than 3 weeks.
I
3 weeks.
dude, I fucking
I don't think this is a reunion.
yeah.
Yeah, we
feels like
missed
it's
each
been
other.
like-
You're like
maybe.
strumming your dick like a banjo.
I'm fucking scratching my balls, dude.
What's happened since I went to Mexico?
I can see your knuckles through your basketball shorts.
Disgusting.
Shut the fuck up,
Put
faggot.
some fucking slack in your shorts if you're gonna scratch your balls like that. It looks like
each
a fucking puppet show, dude. That's disgusting.
Like a fucking shadow puppet. You just see the fucking complete outline of my dick.
It's awful.
What if your dick? What if
It
like
looks
your
like a
dick?
fucking chest burster is about to come out of your crotch.
What if your dick was like, when you pulled out your pants, your dick was just like a hand and 5 fingers.
Yeah. Hello,
5
girls.
nipples.
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would go like 6 months without seeing Jake Flores, you know, and I'd see
Mhm.
him and I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up?
No,
Yeah,
no.
you know, it's not really. I guess because work necessitates that we hang out all the time.
Yeah,
Hang out
no, I
at least
mean
twice
it's,
a week.
yeah, for what 9 months or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, 6 to 9
Shit,
months.
guys. 6. Yeah, pretty cool.
Bitch.
it is weird being here where I have literally no friends. I just
In
not-
LA?
Yeah, I just go home at the end of the day.
What do you do? You don't even have your PlayStation, brother.
I don't.
What do you do?
Nothing.
You just
You
sit
should
here
get on
around.
AIM
I've
and
been-
talk to us
I've been going to bed at like 9:30.
to go back to work. the
Have you been
next
getting
day?
swole?
I go to the gym, yeah, in the morning.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
No.
guys. Nick has a huge ass from doing squats
Yeah,
now.
and then I hurt myself, and then I go to work.
Nice.
Yeah, eating a lot of ibuprofen. That's the key. Not to bite on Lewis too much here, but the real ass diet is garbage. the real ass diet. So emphasis on real.
What about the authentic?
No, hold on.
ass?
It's the real ass diet.
Oh, I
So
see.
it's the ass diet, but it's the real version of it. It's
Okay.
mine, and it's a shit ton of Motrin and the Nature's Valley sweet and salty granola bars.
Oh, those are good as shit.
Yeah, No.
Oh, those are like candy.
I've been
dude.
eating like 4 or 5
The
of them
cashew
today.
ones?
Yeah, well, it's like candy, but it's not. It's like going on a hike
Yeah, you're right.
for your body.
I went
God,
to.
those are like, oh fuck. Those are
Yeah,
so-
I love that all regular granola bars were already like, this is not.
essentially candy.
This is fucking candy, and they're like, we got
Nature Valley
You gotta
and the
make it
green
worse,
thing is
dude. Yeah,
just
yeah.
candy.
yeah.
No,
And
this
it's
one has
a
that.
mess.
This one has like a nice fucking caramel, like
Yeah, it's
just
got a
paste.
caramel base.
You know, in
layer.
Nature Valley, you get 2 of
I
them.
love
and
how
it's in the
your
green
knowledge
thing.
of snacks. We're like, Stop. Have you seen Shawshank Redemption? No. You're like, no. What's that? And I'm like, guys, remember that fucking? What was it? And you're like, Charlie Bright Crawlers. I'm like, yeah. How the fuck did you do that? I didn't even give you a description.
I love